time, 100 times. On my mental, I'm trying to get the. Don't knock on my door unless you saying leave. I walk over. Then I'm walking through the jail, and it's not funny, but like niggas is clapping. Niggas knocking on the joint, you know what I'm saying? Like they just let me home. I had to ask for the time. I asked this nigga for the time 100 times. On my mental, I'm trying to get the. Don't knock on my door unless you saying leave. I walk over. Motherfuckers put me in handcuffs and shackles. Like I had a bag of chips. Shout out to the homie that came to the cell and was like, bro, I see you didn't eat nothing. You know, here go a bag of chips. Fucking with my character, first and foremost, and like putting me in jail in front of my family. That's the part where I felt. We have and you know what it took for us to come from where we come from to get to this position of having great careers, pursuing stuff off the court, you know what I mean. I thought that that apology was necessary, but I will stand behind not knowingly knowing that gambling or something that I love to do and something that I've done over the years and years, just enjoying ourselves and just being low key and like, having things that we like to do, yearly or twice or whatever it is, may be, ever implement me in being like a criminal or, a fraud. And it's more so too for the youngest that follow us, you know what I'm saying? Like when I talk about us, when I think about, what we've done, like we have a lot of, younger followers that know because we move the right way. I mean, we try to keep everything real with them. We try to show them what it is, and coming from where we come from, it ain't easy to get to where we at, right? And just for the guys that don't know, and I'm gonna make this clear, and I'm gonna say it once or twice, and I'm gonna keep it at that. I've never physically wrote a check with my name from my bank account to anybody. Forget the casinos, to anybody. I've never done that. You know what I mean? We've always dealt with wire. We always, whatever it is, you don't even have to go. Like we don't have to. You know what I mean? And again, and I don't want to look at it like I'm upset. I'm not upset. Vegas did what they did. What I'm upset about is that, my mindset on how this really should have been, right? Like just knowing how long we've been playing in Vegas, how many times we took markers out, how many times we repaid those markers, and it never just dawned on me that, or even in the fine print that. You can possibly be arrested for that type of shit, for that type of thing, and I think, and that's the part where I want to teach, like, or even talk to, the younger athletes, the younger people in the world, the older athletes, the guys that's around our age, is that in that fine print, when you do receive a marker from casinos, if it's up to $1,200, and you don't pay it you don't pay it whenever it says you're supposed to pay, even if it's a day late, they can't issue a warrant. Technically. Nowhere else they could do that. Vegas can technically issue you a warrant for your arrest, right? So I just want to make that clear that I physically never, ever wrote a check with my name on it from my account to a casino in exchange for money to be able to do what I want to do with it or go somewhere with the money, right? Like when you get a marker, and this might go over some people's head because everybody don't gamble. Everybody don't gamble at a certain level, right? So you might not even understand what I'm even saying, right? Like, but when you receive a marker, that's money to gamble at the casino. It's not money to go cash in to put in your pocket to do anything else you want to do with it. Right. So if I'm gambling in there, right? And then it was talked about like it was multiple casinos. We gambled at 2 casinos the entire time we've ever been there. So like just make that clear. I'm not hopping from casino the casino, taking out markets. Like this
gambleraholics.
This is not that. And you might think, you know, whatever it is. I'm not asking, or again, I'm not apologizing. I'm telling you exactly what happened, and I enjoyed myself. And this is something that we do every year. And you know, if I would have 1 second thought to myself like I can actually be locked up, I would have never done. I would have never even like.
Not even.
We going to the bank. I'm gonna go to the bank and just bring all cash if I'm gonna implement myself of fucking with my character first and foremost, and like putting me in jail in front of my family. That's the part where I felt like it hurt the most, man.
Right. So just like going forward while you know we're talking about it, like you said, just giving, you know, other athletes or other significant people that, like, you know, that's on this level that gamble sometimes, like, or just like to, you know, sign papers or whatever it is make sure, you know, however old you are, just make sure you reading everything, right? Make sure you know exactly what's going on, because this was a situation where obviously you didn't know that this can possibly happen, right?
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't even, to work as hard as we work to get to this point that we at now, I would never put myself in a position
and still go back there. That's the crazy part.
We end up in Vegas there, continue to gamble.
That's the funny part.
We was in Vegas 2 weeks ago, right? Like or at Summer League, I would have expected, if it was just to that extreme, right? But no bullshit. You know, like again, I'm here to apologize to my family, to people that know us and, you know, that really know us well, right? Not apologize, but you know, just.
You know what I'm saying? They know what's up. We cleared the air the right way. So
right, exactly.
You got all that shit behind you, right?
Right, exactly.
So you know, how this shit transpired. I mean, we sitting at the Burger King ordering food for the kids. You get the call like, ain't feeding.
Why you feeding kids Burger King? We cracking up. We having a.
Ain't that crazy to feed your kid? I'm like, so we cracking up, laughing. We go sit down. I look up. It's 10 big ass cops with big ass guns and big ass vests. They like looking at us. I'm like, hold up, ain't no fucking way you looking over here. Like, what can possibly be happening at this point?
To have all this going on right now. If I'm them, I'm turning around. I see 6 kids right here. I see my mom sitting right here. Family, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, possibly, I don't know what these dudes coming over here talking about. They say whatever they say, you know what I mean? And they walk me over. You know, and I'm telling y'all, go ahead. I handle whatever it is. It can't be crazy. It can't be nothing. Like my hands, clean. Like, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I walk over. Motherfuckers put me in handcuffs and shackles. I'm confused at this point. I'm like, whatever it is, it don't require this right here. You can let me walk out this motherfucker.
No bullshit.
And I can keep it moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And we can figure out whatever it is here at this airport right now, you know what I'm saying? And little do I know how it was going to go. And when they put me in the shot and they put me in the car, they really had no idea. You know what I mean? They were just following the order.
Protocol. Right.
So now I'm confused, because now there's nobody to talk to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, God damn, I got to get to bro. So he can, you know what I'm saying, figure out whatever the problem happening. So my mind, and you know, we laugh and we talk about it, but it's like serious in my mind. I've never been in jail. I don't even know the situation. I don't even know what happens when you get to the door.
Right.
Like, I don't even know. So when I get there, they telling me, take all my shit off. Take all my shit off. Put me in the holding cell. Handle this shit like men. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't commit no crimes now, not knowingly that. So they say, you know what I'm saying? That's what that is. I'm like, let's handle this. No, I went through the entire process. Like, it was take everything off, get the flip flops that I couldn't fit.
Right.
Put the joint on that I couldn't fit. So now in my head, I'm like, this gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking through this thing, it's gonna look crazy. So it's not funny. I'm like, come on, we at some point, like, this shit gotta be all right, we going too far now. You know what I'm saying?
And how was it when you was sitting? I remember you called me, you was talking to me for 50 minutes in the middle of the joint. How was that little situation?
Man, it was different, but it was crazy because, like I said, they all had to go in when I was able to come out. So now, you know, if I'm out and I'm on the phone with you, I turn around, everybody in their cell at the window. Looking like, yo, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Just like really trying to engage and being like, you know what I mean? And me coming from where we come from, I don't look at people like that. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm looking at you as a man.
What's up? Been in jail.
Like, good? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Tell us, just hear your story or where you from and shit. And I thought it was funny, but the craziest part, I'm on the this shit I see on TV.
Right.
I'm really on a jail call with my brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about here? And it's like, and everybody watching me, and I know in their mind, they probably like, I know that nigga. I know his head all over the place. You know what I'm saying? He told us he was about to go to Bahamas. His old lady went to Morocco. And he in the blink of an eye. And then when I come out and I think about it, I was like, damn, that was a crazy jump.
And I know you didn't eat. What the fuck was they giving you? Like, what was the joint looking like?
I didn't heard so many stories, watch so many TV, so I just knew it was bullshit. Like, I ain't even engage in it.
Shit.
They came without. I don't even open my nah, I don't want it. But I asked for water. I was like, can I just get some water? It was like, we don't have water. And when they said that, I was throwed off. I'm like, you don't have water? You don't got the little penny container? Like, you don't got They like, we don't have water. She took a cup, tossed the cup in the cell and said you could use the sink. Sink got rust stains, shit stains, piss stains. There's no toilet seat. It's just the toilet. I'm just like, damn, I can't even drink water. So the entire time, that 51 hours, I ain't eat nothing or I ain't drink. No, matter of fact, I had a bag of chips. Shout out to homie that came to the cell and was like, bro, I see you ain't eating nothing. You know, here go a bag of chips. And this shit might sound like a move, but he really did that. And I was like, damn. So when I left out, I told you when I left out, I got his information and said, you know, I'm going to bless him. I think he got set like 5 years or something like that. I don't know what he did. I'm not putting his information out there. But, you know what I mean, that was a blessing. That was the dope, first time I actually ate, man. That shit was smooth.
And he was conversating, and he was talking to you.
Yeah, man, keeping me up. Because I had to ask that nigga what time it was probably 100 times. Yo, what time is it? What time is it, bro? So I'll be out here in a second. What time is it? Was it 2 hours? Couldn't have been 2 hours, you feel what I'm saying? But, you know, shout out to Cuz for definitely throwing me them chips, and I'm definitely going to bless you, bro.
So, the last joint I want to ask you was, how did you feel when they came to you, like, you getting out this joint, even though you knew it was coming soon?
Yeah.
You just ain't know when.
Let me tell you, I don't know what time it is on the clock, but I packed it in to where I was going to have to stay another day.
Right.
Because I don't understand jail, so I'm thinking about jail as banks.
Right.
Bank closed at 5, unless you made that wire on the other side. I'm thinking about Vegas time, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, it's 6 o'clock. The second I crossed my legs and put the cover over my head, she made a call. I heard it on a loudspeaker. Morris, you free to go. I go to step, but a dog that just told me, that gave me the chips, was still around that same time. Yo, they said you can get out. Mind you, I'm not even supposed to walk on the block with them. They disregarded that. Opened the cell door out, ran out that joint, got to the thing, got the couple cuz information, got his information, and then I'm walking through the jail, and it's not funny, but like niggas is clapping, niggas knocking on the joint, you know what I'm saying? Like they just let me home. I'm like this sitting in that joint looking crazy, this is crazy. Shout out to jails, man, for showing the love, though. That's real. But man, listen, that ain't a place for nobody, bro. If you can stay out of that joint, man, I highly advise it. Seriously, out that joint. Seriously.
So for the people that don't know, and it's not funny because it's court, but for the people that don't know, we knew you wasn't getting a bond already. We already knew the situation. So I mean, everybody was putting it out like, oh, they not letting him out. We already knew the situation.
Yeah, it was hey.
So that was a little funny in the courtroom when it happened, because again, like, court is not funny, jail ain't funny, but it was a little shit that was going on in there.
That transpired. That was different, right? Exactly. You know, talking to the lawyers, they told me exactly what needed to happen.
Right.
Obviously, you know, I twin shit. I was able to, bet. Right. You know what I mean? This gonna move regardless of the bond or what was gonna happen or what she was saying. You know what I mean? I honestly didn't want to bond because I ain't gonna have to pay him twice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, but when, you know, I knew that was happening, I knew I was about to get out, you know, it was a little bit more easier. The part that threw me the fuck off was one of my homies was in there. You know what I mean? Showing love and supporting and showing up.
Yeah.
And she was saying, don't talk to him. You know what I'm saying? So as he walking out, you know, he got to say his 2-3 words, and nigga almost got me 10 extra days in jail.
What he said?
Well, he told me, hold your head. I'm about to get out. He told me, hold your head. Hey, man,
took him down.
Gave me 10 days for that shit.
Took him down for that shit, right?
It's not funny. It's not funny, but at the time,
because I knew I was about to get out. It made me go back to the cell and make it a little easier. This nigga don't even, you know what I'm saying? You could tell we never been in here. We don't do this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that was another funny time. That was, you know what I mean? It was like, I can say this, like, I don't put it on anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about jail. I'm not going to talk about what people do. I'm not going to talk about that. Seeing what I seen, I won't put it on anybody. So this my message to any of the youth that watches, or any of the athletes, or any of the young men. Jail's not the place. Like, and I'm so serious about it. It's not the place. But and they supposed to treat me good.
Right.
So they say. Right. You know what I'm saying? So get back to it. I'm gonna skim through this fast. My first 24 hours, they put me in a psych ward. Right. You know what I'm saying? With the lights on for 24 hours, nothing to drink. No sheets, no towels, no face wash, even though I wouldn't have washed my face with the sink anyway, but just the fact because they said high profile characters, they gotta keep an eye on to make sure they don't do nothing to themselves. Right. So my whole 24 hours, the first 24 hours when I got in there like 3:30 on Sunday, that whole time I'm sitting in the cell. Until I got out early Monday to go to court to find out that we couldn't talk to Vegas till Tuesday, which you didn't even know, and you calling me thinking you about to handle it, and in the back of my mind, I'm already knowing I'm sitting till Tuesday. Right. They're not even gonna get on the phone with us. Right. So they said, you know what I mean? So what it was saying, because these the guys in there telling me exactly what was gonna happen. Right. So from 3:30 until 3:30 the next day, when they took me back, I was in the psych ward the whole time with the lights on too. I couldn't, and like even during night. 5:30 a.m. the lights is on. Right. Like beaming. They come in every 3 hours checking on me. You good, Mr. Myers? I'm looking. Am I good? Right. I ain't gonna about to be in Vegas, but am I good? I should be in Bahamas. You don't even know how life just changed for me. Right. Like for something that's crazy. I didn't commit, or something that I didn't feel like it was a crime. Like, this is just fun for me. Like this is fun times. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like just to look at it from there, and then, you know, I went to, you know, protective custody, and I'm gonna speak on this, and I'm gonna make it clear. You know, it wasn't fun, man, but it was some good men in there that made that little other 20 hours, and you can laugh and say I wasn't there that long. I was in there 51 hours. Right. And every second and every minute I thought like about hours. And I know my family was in there with me, and that's the part where it was like hurting, because I'm like, damn, I know they can't move on. Right. I know they can't sleep. I know they can't do nothing. I know they can't stop thinking. You know what I'm saying? Because something that we built, and we knew that we couldn't let nobody like take that nothing away. Can take that away from her, or even put on your all that weird bullshit. Right. And that was the part. But again, man, it was, you know, I was in PC, so I wasn't able to physically like be around the guys, but they was coming to my cell. They was talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And it actually helped me. For the time I was there, just having the conversation, being able to talk to you, and you know what I mean, I didn't eat the entire time, I didn't drink none the entire time, and you know, I ended up getting out on a Tuesday at 6. You know what I mean, they did whatever they did, and just to close this out, like, this is nothing to Vegas, and this is nothing for me to tell any athlete you can't do what you like doing. What I'm telling you is just pay attention to what you're signing, and be careful, even if you feel like you've been there for a lot of years, and you kind of, you know what I mean, showed your credit and showed your worth in there. It doesn't matter. Right. This is what's on paper, and this is what they can do. So before you do that, or before you think it's cool to do it, just watch it and sign. You know what I'm saying? And if you need help gambling, you seek out somebody for gambling. This is not about needing help gambling. This is about something I like to do and that I was unaware of, and that I should have took care of. Because if I'd known that was even a midget of a possibility on call when I took it out, it would have been done. You know what I'm saying? So again, you know, appreciate you people, you know, people listening and tuning in and really taking in what's going on. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm only gonna say it because I said I was gonna say it twice. I said it once. Don't ever put my name with nothing with fraud. This is not fraud activity. I've never wrote a check to no casinos in exchange for money that I can put in my pocket. I wrote exchange for credit, thinking that you know source of the income, and you know what I've done in the past years to pay back or to put the money back that I've chose to take from y'all to gamble with. So, you know, I want to just clear that up, and then you could take it how you want. You could think about me this way, but I know what my loved ones and the people that surround us and the people we surround ourselves with really feel about us. But listen, jail, don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with it. That's why we had to do this shit outside, because I couldn't sit in no small ass room.
I came home. I think I slept outside. You hear me?
That shit feel like you did a 2-piece.
Man, appreciate
said
y'all
two
for tuning
joints.
in, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, Hellrail said something about someone beating up French. What was that about?
Whoa, you sneaky. Yo.
You ain't know that. I got all the information.
Oh, dang, you trying to bring up. Okay, damn. Oh, shit. See, this proves that I'm not a clout chaser and I could bench sets phrases, right? Like I could have led with this, like. This is when I was, y'all know her as Rocky Thunder.
Oh, that's the chick that's kind of going viral right now because she has some situations.
Oh, Love and Hip Hop, yeah, Rocky Thunder.
Yeah, I know. But she was talking about Megan Thee Stallion recently, and she into some shit right now.
Well, I don't know, Rocky. Congratulations, because this is what she wanted to do, and I helped pave the way for that too. What she's doing right now, she started off doing with me, and I helped mold her to be. She took off on her own after that, but I had a situation with Burt Bedell on MTV, and they wanted to give me $10 million for Down for Life TV Shop Elements. She was the host, but I still got the promo and the trailer that we was promoting, man. The pilot, basically, I still am for that show. So when I was dating Rocky.
Oh, you was dating her too?
That was my girl. That's when Tony Sunshine was living with us. See, this is what I'm trying to say. I talk in a certain way because I don't be one to.
Oh man, yo, you.
So Rocky was she was there when I was in the car.
You know they gonna say that you lying because you got too many ties to everybody that gets brought up, bro.
Nigga, my name is Stu, nigga. My name is Stu. You figure it out. It takes a lot of ingredients to make stew. So Stu is in a lot of these niggas' camps. It's a fact. And I was an artist.
Right.
So, and I helped pioneer this shit, basically. I'm the little dude convincing the DJ to DJ in the neighborhood, in the parks, 53 years old. It's a lot I've seen and witnessed, especially in this game. It was a part of, especially in this game. So, Rocky's my girl at the time. She's not Rocky Thunder. She's Raquel.
No, you just did that look. I know what that look is. You was reminiscing.
Is that the guy from Stranger Things? Is that the guy from Stranger Things?
Nigga, that's Gibby.
Yeah, it's the right. Is that the guy from?
I'm not sure, but apparently he got caught, and there it is right there. How much of this I can actually show in the video, who knows? But you know,
well, shit, nigga, you already showing the object.
Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, they're saying yeah. Of course it was a man. You know, it's so funny. I don't know if it's a woman or not. Yeah, let's be honest with ourselves.
So it's confirmed.
We don't know if it's a woman. Let me just say this very quickly and briefly because I feel like a lot of people do not comprehend what exactly is going on here. This is like a massive safety concern, not just because not because what y'all think like, oh, somebody might get hurt because a dildo is getting thrown at their face. It's because there's somehow, some way, yes, it's a massive one, yes, because somehow, some way, someone is able to sneak in an object the size of a dildo in a WNBA game. If you if you have the capability of sneaking in a dildo that size into a WNBA game, that means that there's something else you could also sneak into the game as well. That's why it's a massive security problem, because that means that they're not searching well enough to get them from point A to point B. That's why. So let's acknowledge that as number one. If you are able to find a way to get that size of a dildo through security, regardless of how he's doing it, maybe sticking it up his butt. He probably is sticking it in his ass, right? But if he just like keeping it in his pocket or some shit like that, that right there would be wild. That would be wild. And the more and more I think about it, I'm trying to remember when I went to a WNBA game, not the one that was at the State Farm Arena, because there was security in that one, but in the one where it was a College Park arena. I can't remember how well the security was, but I don't remember the security being as extensive as it was at the State Farm Arena game when I went to with Caitlin Clark. However, that is a massive security problem. That's a massive security problem. So that's one. Two, and I can't believe I had to explain this to people, but that is sexual harassment. There was and I applaud him for being at least open enough to the idea that it could be sexual harassment. But people not understanding that bringing a sexual object and harassing people with said sexual object is literally sexual harassment. That is the definition of sexual harassment. That's what that is. So it's not just that it is a security concern, but it's sexual harassment on top of that. And I find it even crazier that we will sit up here all day, every day, and make it seem as if like there aren't things that women have to go through that men don't have to go through. I have never once in my life seen a man have to deal with a dildo being thrown at a professional game. I've never, or a pocket pussy or whatever it is. Never. If it happened once, I chuckles here and there laughing. But now it's becoming an ongoing theme, to the point in which, and shout out to 2 for 1, where people are betting on the next color of the dildo, meaning that it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen. So I don't understand how not only this continuing, but the disconnect with people. I just don't understand. I just genuinely do not understand. And I'll play the let me play that video, that 2 for 1. Oh. Hold on. I gotta go back. Is it that bad? It's that cringe? No, if it's that cringe, it's gonna be hard to. Man, that's tough. If it's that cringe, I ain't gonna lie. Because to be fair, I've not heard what you about to send in here. So, bro, if this is cringe, I ain't gonna lie. Jesus.
We kind of happy that like this seems like it's gonna break the mainstream, right? And then like we get to create the next wave of controversy, because to me, like, I want to move away from being so disruptive, but we have to do this so that people know what the fuck we are and like what we're doing, right? And like you get to pitch the mission, you get a stage that you get to go and actually explain, this is what's up, this is the movement, and then you get to have like a little more fun with it. So I feel like it's like a big first step to like something like fucking great. I'm super excited.
Like scaling from here is going to be crazy.
Yeah, like
I don't really know what to say or how I can say this, but the kid that threw the dildo into the WNBA game, and this is the kid who threw it in. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't think we need a trial.
And you can see the object, the block right there, and the object comes, that green thing bounces.
Oh, look out. Something just came onto the floor. Got an object that just flew in.
Got a whistle away from the basketball.
He did it. Everybody knows he did it. Assault's a bit of a stretch considering half the league straps was on it. Now, okay. WNBA players training for games. I find it to be funny that every single time that people are talking about the WNBA, it has nothing to do with the actual players making plays. It's always about some player saying something stupid, being violent on the court, something like this happens, Jadion falling asleep. If you look at this right here, will there be another dildo? Well, I'll actually zoom it in so you guys can see it. The betting market is infinitely larger than anything else. The probability of a dildo being thrown has gone down massively ever since the guy got arrested for it. Insider information that one will be thrown tonight. I love how some people really believe risking prison for 2 to 3K profit is worth it. You just need to get Rufus the crackhead that lives under a bridge, buy him a WNBA ticket, give him the dildo, and say, Rufus, make me proud. And that's all you need to do to win $20,000.
What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Shotty Wizard for the $10 donation via the PayPal. Much respect to you for showing love to Too Raw for TV. All right, so let's talk about this. So this is something that I actually saw in the news a couple of days ago. Might be going close to a week ago now, but it didn't really get a lot of traction on social media. But let's talk about this anyway. So there are these reports that longtime LeBron James friend and business partner, Maverick Carter, is planning on starting a rival Saudi league basketball team. And that there's already been $5 billion invested into this new league. Because as we all know, there's a lot of money in Saudi Arabia, in that region of the country. You have a lot of people who are now invested in sports. We see it in boxing. Now you have a lot of Saudis and who are invested in boxing, and they have started a new boxing promotions, and now you see that region start to become more of an epicenter of great fights. So you're starting to see other trends and other sports where a lot of these investors are starting rival leagues or buying out existing franchises in other leagues, whether you're talking about soccer or, what have you. So the idea is that this league would rival the NBA, right? Now, although LeBron James has not officially been connected to this league, you have to think, with Maverick Carter being so central to this, that obviously LeBron James okays this situation, right? I don't look. There aren't a lot of details involved in this situation. I look at it like this. On the one hand, obviously LeBron James knows about this situation, and LeBron James is not a loyal person. He's only loyal to himself and his very close friends. Other than that, he don't give a shit about you. If it is a thing with loyalty with him, it's one way. He expects you to be loyal to him and only him. But he does not have to reciprocate that in any way, shape, or form, right? So that part of this situation doesn't surprise me at all. I don't think that this league would be much of a rival to the NBA, but I do think it's possible if they take the angle of trying to build, say, a league predicated on women. I think it could rival the WNBA because, I mean, when you look at WNBA salaries, right? Caitlin Clark is making, what, $80,000? Now, I know she makes 99% of her money as far as endorsements. But what is her salary, like $80,000? And I think the highest paid WNBA players make $200,000. I mean, that's not a lot of money in today's, inflationary climate, especially when you look at the fact that, Brittany Griner, who got into that whole legal bullshit in Russia a couple of years ago, that was primarily because a lot of these girls go overseas to play in other leagues to make more money. I saw something that said that, and they just did an estimate here, that Caitlin Clark, who makes $84,000, I think, this year, somewhere around that ballpark. I think last year she made, her rookie year was 70-something thousand. So she makes $84,000 this year in WNBA. They estimated that, and this is, when I say estimate, I mean, these are very ballparkish figures. It could be off by several hundred thousand, if anything, underestimated. But they were saying that in one article, she could be making in this new league, especially if it goes well, if they get all of the established or a lot of the great established stars sign over to this new league when they become available. They said a woman like Caitlin Clark could be making $250,000 a game. That's serious money. And one of the things these girls are talking about is they want more money. Now, I know a lot of people crap on the game and crap on these girls, and there's this very weird anti-WNBA pro-Caitlin Clark movement going on, which doesn't make any sense because you want the WNBA to be prosperous, but it's almost like Caitlin Clark fans want to simultaneously have the WNBA worship her, but at the same time they want to crap on the league. It's like they're fighting their racism on this whole situation, right? But I don't know. Anyway, let me get to the point of this thing. I don't know. I don't know whether this thing will be successful or not when it comes to WNBA. Maybe. If I had to take a guess at it, though, well, you know what? I don't know. I can't really be certain about that. I don't think it'll be a rival to the NBA. No, that's not going to happen. The NBA is too firmly entrenched as a league, and I just don't think that that's going to happen as far as it being a rival to the NBA. But the WNBA, possibly. Who knows? Especially if the Saudi league, let's just say hypothetically, they actually do listen to what fans are saying, and you know they have a different culture out there, and they promote the game differently, and let's say they do what we always say they should do, which is lower the goddamn rims. Lower the rims, because females are just built differently than men, obviously. They don't have quite the same athletic ability that men have. Lower the damn rims. And, you know, look, fuck all these feminists and what they talking about. They're not the ones coming and watching the games. They can sit there and critique all they want to, but they're not the ones actually watching the basketball games. Men are trying to watch it, make the game more appealing. Yes, dress sexily. Remember how awesome the lingerie league was, the football league was, until feminists ruined it, complaining, even though they don't watch the fucking thing? And then men, what happened? Men stopped watching. Now, last I learned, that league, I think they folded. Or they damn near about to. So anyway, not saying making the WNBA a gimmick. Don't make it gimmicky. But, I mean, come on. So, look, if the
white people, hey, so breaking news, white people ain't shit. Just kind of felt like saying that. I mean, what do you really say after that? There's nothing to follow up. White people ain't shit. But it's true, though, if you think about it. Like, what group of people is more racist than us, more hateful than us? What group of people do you know that started over 100+ race massacres and have stripped everything from other groups of people of color, black people, however you want to categorize, and never pay it back, ever? I mean, take everything they own, properties, businesses, family. Use their like, lynch them and do unspeakable acts to them. Use their skin for shoes and wallets and belts and hats. Use their teeth to, you know, to replace ours. Use their hair to stuff chairs and shit. Or take pictures of these lynchings and put them on postcards and send them across states or the U.S. to your family and friends as a way to joke and shit. Like, I just made me sick, dude. I hate us. I do. I really hate us. I mean, just strip everything and not pay it back. And be so hateful and so spiteful to the point that we put literature in contracts, especially with these insurance companies, that will prevent us from having to pay these people back as long as we call them riots, not massacres. Like, there's nobody more hateful than us. Take. A little bit of violence, a lot of bit of violence sprinkled in. Take some more. Whether that's people's fucking property or people's inventions. White people love taking credit for shit they never invented, but a brother or sister did. And we pay nothing back. Or you one of the cool ones, so to speak, and you take from the culture, and you don't contribute nothing back. You're no different. You're no fucking different. Or the ones that get mad when people call white people out as a whole, like you get triggered or something. And you feel like you got to defend the white race, put your white night suit on and shit. Like, maybe you should take inventory on what it is that makes you feel like you got to take up for white folk when people speak on us as a whole. What have you done? What have you said? Why do you feel guilty? Why do you feel like you're targeted in this? Why is it someone like me can sit here and join in on conversations against white people and not feel offended one fucking bit, but people like you do feel offended? I don't know. Maybe because you did some shit and I ain't. I mean, I'm just saying. We just ain't shit. I don't know how else to say it. And then the way we excuse racism. That was just one bad day. That was a long time ago. Bitch, so? So? The fuck does that have to do with anything? Never atoned for it. Been ducking and dodging accountability since that incident. Pretty sure that wasn't the first time you said it. Ain't some shit you just pop off at the top of the mouth randomly. No, that's who you are. It's ingrained in your DNA. It's the shit you partake in behind closed doors. Motherfucker, I'm from the Bible Belt. in a conservative household down here in the South. I know what dog whistles are. I know the conversations that take place behind closed doors, fam. Had a racist ass stepdaddy, Confederate shit and all. I know, bro. I see that shit. I cannot stand my people. I hate how fake we can be too. We love to say we ain't racist because our friend's black. One of the good ones that we like to call them. One of the ones that fall in line with how we think and how we feel and vote how we vote. But I'll be damned if you decide to change your way of thinking. See exactly where that gets you. You won't really see how we feel about you then. I hate our people. I really do. There's nobody like us. And nobody plays the victim card quite like white people. And you think that you can just wake up one day and decide to change your beliefs and be like, I don't fuck with these racist crackers no more. I'm with y'all now. Hell no. Just like I told Trump people not too long ago, stay where the fuck you at. Stay over there. Keep your white hood energy over there. Just because you done dyed your shit red doesn't make you any less of a white hood than it was before, bro. I just don't like my people.
As a white woman in a very red Republican state, I have white fatigue. I do. Because what do you mean white people don't have privilege? We do. We most definitely do. I'd like you to, as a white person, get pulled over and have to be scared for your life, or teach your kids to leave your hands where they can see them, or be profiled walking down the street because you all look the same. We are not subjected to the same violent, barbaric behavior from police. We don't get told there's a tree with your name on it.